All right, everybody, welcome back to the Great Jimbabwe plays Slay the Spire, the One Last Ride playthrough. On a little bit of a roll now. Things going pretty well in our early runs. Is Wotcher the only one not on Ascension 2? Yes. Let's change that. Let's change it right now. So we get our multiple bonuses. We got a win last time, as the last time we played the Wotcher. We got removal, HP, choose a rare or a random boss relic. 21 damage to choose a rare. Let's try it. A couple new ones in here. Diva form, whatever you want to call that. Ethereal, gain energy every turn. We get, whenever a card is created, upgrade it, and then take an extra turn. Currently costs all of our energy. I feel like Master Reality can work early on. Give us a target. Might notice a little theme. I like to have something to build towards. I think we have that here. Not a lot of strikes coming up, so Eruption's a little risky. Let's save the Miracle. We'll start in Calm. We're not going to create any cards just yet. Now, if we get Eruption and some strikes, we get Eruption and a strike and no Calm. So this is not our best fight, I would say. I'll get the block. It only takes one turn to really turn things around here. This is not that turn, unfortunately. But we will get Eruption 2 strikes. And a way back into Calm should we need it. Oh, almost played the wrong card there. It's full block. Let's see. Does this do it? Not quite. Too bad. Not a good start. Always the risk of taking a card that does not provide immediate damage. I think we definitely want Bowling Bash, and we need some damage. Oh, but 35 gold to heal. I think we need it. Wow. Okay. A lot of damage this turn. Enough that we get through that one quickly. Alright, here we go. We have a chance to create cards in combat and upgrade them. Battle Hymn is a godsend for us. Ooh. Lose the gold or take the damage. Let's see. Got a campfire. I think I'm willing to take the gold. Let's go to the event. Okay, we get the living wall, remove, transform, or upgrade. Ooh, Master Reality is free. Battle Hymn innate. Eruption cheaper. All very good. Let's make Eruption cheaper to start. Gives us some more opportunities to spend that energy on damage. Bowling Bash pretty good here. Let's go Calm. Recording a little earlier today. Not a late night after all activities recording. Just have a little break in the action here. It's a little quiet in the house, so I thought maybe spend the lunch hour getting a recording in since I'm home, working from home today. I used to be a work through lunch kind of guy. I'm not sure. Yeah, let's battle him. We're going to start getting attacks every turn. Yeah, I used to work through lunch, particularly if I was in the office 5 days a week. I don't do that as much anymore. I think if I'm sitting staring at my laptop all day, I don't know. Something about that just wears me down mentally, so the break is good. Let's see here. I think we want to block a little bit. Can't play the Eruption, but next turn we take care of this sentry. creating cards very good against the sentries kind of negates, I'm not going to say negates, but it helps mitigate the downside of all those days going into our deck. Let's see. Let's block. You know, that we should have played 2 defends there. Pretty bad play. Wow, already on the first floor, making some poor choices. Let's see, 14, 32. Yeah, we can get this guy. We will need to play both smites, but that's okay. All right, let's tighten up a little bit here. Let's focus. Yeah, a lot of days. Little damage. We will get a relic here. Yeah, you hate to blow the streak on just some poor decision making. Maybe I'm just not as used to the Wotcher. It's because I don't go out of my... You know, I've beaten the Wotcher on Ascension 20 against the Heart, but I don't go out of my way to play the Wotcher, though. Let's see. Crescendo's pretty good. Empty Fist gives us some stance control. I'll try Empty Fist. Let's hit the campfire. I will rest, and I'll fight another elite. I think we actually do best against the loggable one, probably. We do get the loggable one. Very nice. Get to play Master Reality right away. Also good. Now, ideally, we get our other power out. We don't get it. Not a guarantee that we will break this guy next turn. That's a little scary. Well, yeah, not a guarantee. Not a guarantee. We can't hit him with Eruption here to go into Wrath. Risky play. This could get a little scary. We get this stance dance. It will take us out of Calm, but I think that's worth stunning this guy. Or a Calcum, by the way. We haven't seen this one yet. If you end your turn without block, game block. That's not a bad get. Yeah, I think we can go ahead and Eruption, Big Smite, Miracle, Vigilance. That's an acceptable amount of damage, I think. I'll try to block as much as we can. I think we're playing for another Eruption here. Don't get it. But I will exit our stance, attack, 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 attack. Now we win next turn no matter what. Let's see, we got a little gold, an explosive potion, and war paint. Upgrade 2 random skills. I think we want to see the options before we do that. So we get Deceive Reality, 4 block and a safety. Flying Sleeves, 4 damage twice, and we get some Scry. You know what? We haven't taken Cut Through Fate. I think it's a pretty decent common card. 2 defends. You know, we have some damage already. I think an upgraded defend, you know, maybe not ideal, but not the worst thing in the world. Look, small chest. We get gold, and the Centennial Puzzle is back. A nod to everyone's, well, I'm not going to say everyone's favorite, but childhood anime and a trading card game. We want the fire in the elite or a shop with also a campfire. We know this will be the knob, not the knob. I'll go to the question mark. We get a free relic. Bag of Prep. Very strong. Particularly with all the powers that we have. Let's hit the campfire. We'll upgrade here. I'll make Master Reality free. That's pretty good. I think we're looking to upgrade our powers as quickly as possible. Okay, we get orange pellets. We can remove debuffs. We get the Ancient Tea set, where we can add energy after rest sites. I mean, this is a good bonus. You want your turn ones to be strong. We do have Bag of Prep. So that synergizes pretty nicely after campfires. A removal. Well, we could remove on top of that. These 3 random attacks would be upgraded, potentially. Kind of interesting. It's 0. Another Battle Hymn. Get lots of smites. A lot of interesting options here. I don't know that the T set is worth 156 gold. I think I'm willing to cut a strike. And do we want... We can't get violence anymore. Do I want to buy a second battle hymn? Let's try it. I'm not sure that I've ever done that before, but that's a little bit interesting. Little wrinkle in the strategy here. Dark Shackles in the shop. This is one of the colorless cards here. This uncommon Dark Shackles. Enemy loses 9 strength. That's a good card. I'm going to try that too. Little defensive addition to the deck. I actually think Eruption is playable here. If we really get in trouble, we can always pop the potion, but I don't think that's going to happen with smites coming into our hand. Yeah. Back to good old pressure points, mark and damage for the mark. Bowling Bash, Inner Peace. If you're in calm, draw 3 cards. Otherwise, enter calm. I think there's better ways for us to go back into calm. I will defend and play. Let's get one of our battle hymns out there. Eruption, Smite, Cut Through Fate. We can draw. I'm not going to do the math, but I'm high confidence that we're good here. Let's caffeinate a little bit. Here's a question for you guys. This came up yesterday. Ooh, let's see. Draw 2, exit your stance. 2 mantra and block. This is one of our new Wotcher cards. Mantra for free and block. We have no other ways to get mantra. Empty Mind is really close. I'm going to skip. But yeah, so how do you guys feel about homeowners associations? HOAs, as they say. Let's see. Yeah, 15. I'm going to take an innate battle hymn. Not sure I'll upgrade the other one. You know, I used to kind of be extremely anti-HOA. Maybe... I'm starting to think maybe I used to live in one that wasn't the best. That might have been part of the issue. Where I live now, it is a little more expensive, but they do a lot for us. I'll give them that. 24 damage. Not our upgraded defense. I'll play them anyway. Let's keep smites. Stack up our smites for a big wrath turn. Yeah, we didn't get Dark Shackles when we went there either. That's too bad. Okay. But yeah, I'm wondering if I just lived in one that maybe wasn't that good. I'll try to save that. I think our current one does snow lawns. Like, we don't have much of a lawn here. We live in a townhouse development, but for the most part. But they have some parks in here, though. We have access to a pool, a little, like, clubhouse. It's not bad. Is Empty Fist worth it here? I'll strike. I'm trying to save the smites. Once we get to 3 or higher, though, I'll start playing them just because we're not going to be able to... There's not a lot else we can do with them at that point. Okay. We're kind of losing the damage race so far. And we are getting 2 smites per turn. That's the other thing to keep in mind. Alright, 6 damage here. I'm willing to Eruption to start taking this guy down a few pegs. And now, we don't want to draw Vigilance, because we won't be able to play it. We're doing such a large amount of damage, I'm kind of thinking, like, let's just hold, get 2 more smites, and that does it, right? It's one way to solve this problem. Yeah. Bottled Miracle. Whenever a card is retained, reduce its cost by 1. That also makes our smites even better. Lessons learned. We've had some success with that. This is the card. There's a Machina? Yeah. I left this in the wall in the a note for yourself event. Establishment. All right. Fusion Hammer. Gain energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer smith. Would have gone nicely with lessons learned. Snecko Eye. More draw, but we don't have expensive cards, and we have some zero-cost cards, so that's a little scary. This feels like an Astrolab to me. We can transform all 3 strikes. Let's see. That looked good at face value. Let's see. Meditate. 2 cards from your discard pile into your hand. Retain and then enter Calm. Works with Establishment. Hull to gain 4 block. If you're in Wrath, gain 14 additional blocks, so that's 18 total. Simmering Fury. At the start of your next turn, enter Wrath and draw 3. This seems good for us. That was a pretty good roll. I feel like my old Hoa, though, they didn't used to... They were okay. They weren't terrible. They were a little picky about things. I remember when I moved, they were very picky about things that were already, there with the house when I bought it. I found that a little off-putting. Yeah, we can knock one of these guys down. So we got 10 incoming. I actually think you knocked down the one buffing himself. I used to knock down an attacking one, but I think if you can block, you're good to go ahead and take down the buffing one. Now, I'm going to play Battle him instead of the last block. We want to start getting some attacks into our hand. ASAP as possible. Halt. We're not in Wrath. We can retain some cards. We got 10 damage incoming. I mean, we'll take the block. We will play Establishment. I think we do want to enter Wrath next turn. We got 10 damage incoming. What's Simmering Fury? Meditate does not give us any more block. Yeah, we should defend. We'll also draw 3 with that. Yeah, this doesn't look so bad. Let's do the math here. I will knock down the attacking one in this case since we're in Wrath. This guy doesn't need much. 14 is not enough, though. We don't want to leave Wrath just yet. I don't think we really need those. Doesn't really do much for us. We can leave Wrath here. Nice. That's a pretty good fight against the birds, I think. Protect. You retain and gain block. Tranquility, a way to enter Calm on demand. It will also be free, but Protect will also reduce in cost. After we play Establishment, I'm going to try Protect. Let's get some big block in the mix. Duplicate a card. No tremendously game-breaking duplications here. Establishment's a little interesting. Dark Shackles, 2 of those is pretty good. I'll duplicate Dark Shackles. All right, here's my thought process. I'm thinking 2 battle hymns. That really starts generating your attacks. I don't think you need to hold a lot of attacks in the base deck. I mean, we got the bowling bash because that was early. We didn't have battle hymn yet, but so I want to be able to defend ourselves as best possible with the cards in our base deck, and I think 2 Dark Shackles exhaust them, but gives us some time to get the smites flowing. What's at a shop? I think Preserved Insect could work here. Some weaker... Ooh, Lessons Learned also good. X random colorless cards. They all cost 0 this turn, and they will be upgraded. So the upgrade for this doesn't actually do anything. I'm going to take the Insect. Seems like a good turn to play the Shackles. Battle him. 0 damage coming here. I wonder if that works with Eruption. We could try it and then meditate if I'm wrong. This is another one of our educational turns, I think. That does work. And I'm kind of thinking, what if you Bowling Bash? Miracle. Meditate. Bring them back. We're in calm now, and he's not attacking. He or she, I guess we don't know that. Let's see. We'll play Establishment. We are going to retain the Protect. Starting our next turn, enter Wrath and draw 3. Let's draw more cards. I feel like this run started off a little shaky, and now it's starting to do something a little bit. Halt will get the benefit of the extra block. I mean, I'll play the Shackles. I mean, it doesn't matter. We're taking this guy down. We got 3 potions. Want to keep that in mind. 5 mantra with worship. 3 mantra and an insight. We don't retain this, but if we upgrade it, it will retain. I think we don't need it. I think we have something going here already. I'm going to stick with what we got. I don't think we need to go back to the mantra build here. 7x3. We would have liked to have seen our Dark Shackles. Alright, watch this. I think we Vigilance and then leave Vigilance, get some energy. We'll play our powers. We can also retain our powers. I'm going to stop there. It does mean some damage. Not a great draw there, unfortunately. We will play the Dark Shackles this turn. And we did learn that Eruption, this should still be a 0 attack with the Eruption. Yeah. Haven't been getting a lot of value out of Orichalcum. Sometimes 6 block, you know, it's good. It's something. But, you know, I'm probably trying to block more than that if I need to block. Distilled Chaos. Explosive Potion is good against some of the elites on this floor, and we do have one, you know, if I choose to fight this elite coming up. I could also Campfire into an elite. I think I'll probably go that way. Just Chaos is... There's some cards maybe we don't want to play all the time. Rushdown. When you enter Wrath, draw 2. I think Wrath stance is a big part of this, what we're doing here. Any critical upgrades? Innate Establishment, pretty good. Can make Protect better. Can make Vigilance better. I'm going to make Protect better, with the intent to make this cheaper during our fights. This elite will be weakened, and they're tiny. Always good. I'll Dark Shackles this guy. Let's get Rushed Down out there. So now we enter Wrath, draw 2. We can draw 2 here. Not the draw 2 I would have liked. Get the energy back from swapping out of Calm. Would have, I think Simmering Fury could have been good there. Holding onto our potions, but no damage coming yet. Hate to spend them for no reason. Get Master Reality out there. Okay. I feel like this run has required some thought. We'll get back to the banter too, I promise you. Let's take down the minions. Can enter calm and get 2 cards back. We're not going to get the cards, but I will play the meditate just to enter calm. Yeah, and that's why I wanted to do that. Let's try to get a big turn going. Nice. Smiling Mask, Merchant's card removal, always 50. Brilliance deals damage equal to the mantra gained. Additional damage equal to the mantra gained this combat. We don't have mantra, but, you know, 16 for 1 is already not bad if you upgrade it. Swivel. Gain 11 block. The next attack you play costs 0. If you have a big attack, that can certainly be worth taking. We don't really have a single attack that does a huge amount of damage. This looks like a skip. We're at the Purple Fire Spirits. We can receive a reward based on what we offer. A heal would hit the spot here. But is there anything I want to get rid of? I kind of feel like everything in here is pretty useful. I'll get rid of a base defend. Probably better ways we can defend ourselves. Okay, we took no damage there. We can go into another elite fight if we choose to. With the insect, let's go ahead and try to keep this thing rolling. Next 2 non-boss chests get 2 relics. A little late in the game for that. Yeah, we'll definitely take the shackles here. That's what I was hoping for. We have the Miracles Potion, so I will play that here to get the other Battle Hymn out. 6x3, but Dark Shackles, paying dividends again. Very nice. We can put 2 cards from our discard pile. Nothing great. I'll enter Calm, though. I don't really need to play any of the rest of these. So now we're looking for, yeah, Eruption and huge damage. Bottled Lightning. I will, ooh, let's see. I'll take the Fear Potion. I will take a look at Conjure Blade. Shuffle an Expunger into your draw pile. This counts as creating a card, I think. So it'll be Expunger Plus, and I'm not sure if there's even a way to, like, see what that does. I mean, I think we gotta try it, right? What's Bottled Lightning? Ooh, we can also play it on turn 1 if we like. I'm gonna try it. Let's get some huge expunging going. Yeah, so this is where, oh man, I don't know. It's tough because you want to play Battle Hymn. I almost think the Conjure Blade, 9x, even 2 is pretty good. I'm going to hold it, though. I would like to play it after Master Reality, if possible. Let's go into Calm. Doing a little cooking this week. Wifey's doing some, too. I think, you know, it's something that I've definitely... I enjoy cooking. I think it's a fun little side hobby, for sure. There's going to be a lot of damage incoming here, potentially. Master Reality. No way to go back into Calm. Can I just take this guy down if I do this? Maybe this. This is a... Yeah, that did not work at all. I don't know why. I could have doubled it. But we did have the halt. That's why I decided to kind of go for it. I'll establish. Or take 7. Not so bad. Yeah, I think we might make a little chicken broccoli rice casserole. And maybe I've been practicing my steak cooking on the old cast iron pan. And I gotta tell you, I've gotten a lot better at it. I think let's serve that up to just about anybody. I think Costco has some of the highest quality steaks for the price. You get a nice, you know, 3 or 4 pack. You know, expensive, but not more expensive than what you're buying at a restaurant for sure. Let's think here. Insights will be upgraded. Smite from Carve Reality. Another tough one. Turns out Slay the Spire does present you with a lot of tough decisions. I'm going to take Evaluate to try to speed us up. $10 Blanc, that's good. What's upgraded to Conjure Blade? X plus 1 makes it even stronger. And that expunger stays in your deck, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think it exhausts. Ooh, the unassuming cathedral, or the unassuming line to the cathedral. Let's take some gold. Yeah, we tend to try to identify days of the week to cook certain meals. I think, you know, Taco Tuesday is the one that everybody knows. You know, Conjure Blade. I'm going to try something here. I'll put a little block out there. I'll play the Battle Hymn, but I'm going to play Miracle Potion. And they are upgraded because of Master Reality. What if we just play 2 Miracles, get 6 energy. That'll be 7 times 9 for 1. And it goes into your draw pile. I mean, I could even make it 8. I'll play the Conjure. Yeah. I think I'm okay with that. We get a huge Conjure Blade. I mean, that could be just a day ender against this guy. We did get our first Battle Hymn out. So yeah, this is fine. 15 by 7. So Expunger Plus just does more damage. Holy cow! I should have read that. Should have just played that. Lesson learned. Some more powers out there. Yeah, but Taco Tuesday is good. We tended to do at least one day a week with some like seafood, like, you know, salmon, green bean, like a vegetable, maybe a starch, like a sweet potato or something like that. Yes, you get Taco Tuesdays. You get your I'm trying to think if there's anything I can do here. Insight plus 3 cards, and then, you know, we try to maybe barbecue, especially during the summer and the fall. What if I do with this? This. Let's get Expunger back. I'm thinking that seems like... Okay, Eruption Expunger? He's not attacking. Sorry, I lost my train of thought on the... Oh my gosh, we could double it? What? Alright, we're the champ now. Give me that crown. I mean, Ragnarok's good, but do we even need it? I feel like we have a plan here. Let's draw until our hand is full. I haven't seen that one yet. Should have clicked on it. Scrawl, draw until your hand is full. Upgrade, cost 0. That's pretty good. Ooh, replaces pure water at the start of each combat at 3 miracles. That makes Expunger even better. We can also just take the energy, though. It's pretty good. I feel like Expunger is just so strong, though. But we wouldn't get it unless... We want to get Master Reality on that turn if we can. That's the ultimate situation. I'm going to take the key. Let's be consistent. When we enter Act 3, the Beyond. I wonder why some people consider cooking a gender thing. My wife and I have talked about that quite a few times. I don't see it that way. I mean, that's just a life skill to me. Maybe that's changed in the current era a little bit. I think it's good for everyone to know. Let's see. I'll scroll. I'll rush down. Halt. Can block some of this damage. I'll even play Dark Shackles. We got another one, right? So this will be 2. We don't have Master Reality yet, though. I think it's good enough. It's not 2. It's 9 times 1. Excuse me? Did I miscalculate that? It's X plus 1. What am I doing? Okay, not great. But also, I don't think that's not gonna break us. Protect for 1 16 block. Let's bring back Eruption. And let's bring back Bowling Bash. Bowling Bash can be good in this fight. Okay. No harm in Dark Shackling this guy. I will Erupt. Bowling Bash. Doing a lot of damage. Smite. Smite. Cut. Don't need either of these. We're going for attacks here. Don't get it. Take down the highest HP. Put an insight. Let's draw some more cards. I think about my dad's era, though. And, you know, he was... I don't think he would tell anyone that he's a chef. But, he had a couple staple meals when he was in charge of dinner for the night when I was growing up. He made spaghetti, but he did make his own meat sauce. And that was always a treat. He was very good at making spaghetti sauce. Grew a lot of those ingredients in his own garden, too. I think that was a part of the magic. And then, you know, breakfast for dinner was the other big one for him, which is, again, I think when you're a kid, that's a good news story. You're not sad to have breakfast for dinner. I mean, I'm going to play... I mean, we might as well be aggressive with Dark Shackles here. Nine by 3 is pretty good. I'm kind of like... I think that Eruption kind of does it here. However, let's be careful. Let's be a little more careful. 9 damage. This will be 24. This will be 54. So that's 54 plus 24. 78 plus 9. No. No, it does not get us there. And you know what? Then let's not do it. I'll Dark Shackles again. We're going to take a little bit of damage. Lots of draw. Entered Wrath. So let's smack him. Smack him. Draw. Halt. Smack him again. Oh, you know what? I want to get... Let's take Empty Fist. It might be the damage we need. Bowling Bash. Empty Fist. Fire Potion. Wallop. 12 damage, but game blocked. Equal to the unblocked damage. By the way, who are we fighting? The Awakened One again. He's back for more. Perseverance would be free and gains block. But Wallop, I think... It's pretty good. Haven't seen this one yet, I don't think. But it's a good card. I think we can take this against... I don't want to clog our hand. I think retaining the smites is a big part of our plan. Let's take a potion. Power potion's fine. Get a shop. Apotheosis. Let's see. Juzu Bracelet. Normal enemies no longer appear in question marks. A strawberry for little HP, or the Strange Spoon. Cards which would exhaust will be held back in the discard pile 50% of the time. Conjure Blade. Let's go. Let's get it. I'll remove this last defend. If we get offered a defend or something that will help us block, I will go for it. I know I've picked this basically every time, but I'm going to keep losing the max HP. Okay, the mini Reptomancer. 7 times 3 does finish this guy off. I'm going to get rid of both of these. 9 damage. I know I love Conjure Blade. Getting the battle him out there is important, though. Didn't get enough of our... or as many powers as I would have liked there. Master Reality is great. Let's see. Conjure Blade. Pretty good. Here, I think good enough. Upgraded Expunger. That's a big attack. That's 60 damage. No reason not to... I'm going to Dark Shackles this damage. Could have just eaten it, but that's okay. Tougher one. 13 by 2. Are other shackles in the discard pile, I guess? Yeah. If we can find a way to get some cards out of our hand, we have a shot to draw it with Scrawl. We do get it. That's a good draw right there. We want to try to get rid of this dagger if we can. 25 is a little too much. 7 times 3 is not enough to do it, though. Smite plus for 16. Yeah. I'm debating. It's a tough one. I don't think you can play Expunger on this guy. I'm willing to throw the potion this late in the game. I'll hit him. We'll eat some damage here. Expunger's just too much damage to ignore against the Reptomancer. We get to work Halcom too, so... Alright. I think this fight is over. The Dreamcatcher, when we rest, add a card. This is not enough. I know I said I would take block. This is not really a block card in my mind. This is a skip to me. Getting close to the top of the spire, and we're playing again more expeditiously. I think that's a sign that maybe I remember some of the basics now. Big Expunger. We did not have Master Reality, but that's still a good enough attack for sure. We don't draw it. 19 damage incoming. 12. And we will take our Eruption and the Defend, I guess? We do have a way into Calm. We want to take this Exploder out. Lots of draw. And Expunger. I always stop short of saying that our run has the stuff to go all the way, but this is another one that I think at least has a chance. I'm going to rest and fight that elite. Let's try to keep things going here. Upgraded, meditate, Sands of Time. Didn't really work out for us the last time we took it. I don't think we want to clog our hand any further. This will give us a curse. Debating, can we take a curse? No way to remove it. I'll skip. There's way more situations where I skip than there used to be. Sometimes you just have to recognize the downside of things. Let's do that. Gosh, tough call. I think this expunger is good enough. Take one, and that'll pop our Centennial puzzle. Rush down. Establishment. Let's see. We could erupt. I'll just play the other battle hymn, and I'll Dark Shackles. Take no damage, and we'll keep one in the deck. Not bad. Let's get an insight in the mix. We do not... This does not retain, so we do want to play Expunger. Alright, we have 3 free smites. Now, we can play our other Conjure Blade. That's pretty good. And we're looking for Eruption. We do get it. No obvious way out of Wrath here, but we have a lot of free smites. I think with the stacking damage, it's probably still worth it. And frankly, I could just play the Swift Potion here. As a matter of fact, why not? Yeah. Nice. Vajra, we get 1 strength at the start of each combat and works well with Expunger. Not a great... Man, we're not finding... Maybe the Wotcher just has less big blocks than I remember. We do have the Protect. I don't think we've seen the Transient yet. This guy, you gotta hold on for 5 turns, but he loses strength when he gets hit. So we can't just avoid attacking this guy, is kind of the bottom line. I mean, I think both of these are good. They rush down. We'll shackles this guy. Can't hit him again, but in that case, 9 times 2 or 9. I'll play the plus. We'll save the other one. Orichalcum, keep forgetting that. World's worst Orichalcum user. Master Reality's good. Expunger kind of solves the attack problem here. I'm gonna meditate, I think. Let's take back Expunger. How about our other Conjure Blade while we're at it? We have Master Reality now. We can get back into Calm. Okay. A big Expunger. We will draw this next turn. I'm not going to play the Insight because I want to draw that. You want to be careful when you don't go back into Calm. You got to think about that. Expunger does enough. Let's play another Battle Hymn and expunge this guy. It's a pretty good attack. Another Expunger, that's fine. Sure, I'll hit this guy again. 2 free smites, and we're in Wrath. 140. Yeah, so as we hit him, he loses strength. I think there is an achievement for defeating this guy. I think the easiest way to do it tends to be with the Silent and some type of poison with Catalyst. Catalyst can really go crazy sometimes. Stacking poison. Just make him even weaker. And he blows up. And then you blow up. You know, I keep complaining about block. I'll take the Wallop. I could have taken the 2 campfires. We'll still get 1 here. I think we can beat an elite. I'll take a colorless card, potentially. Draw 2 and put one... I mean, I think thinking ahead is pretty much no risk. We fight the Nemesis. Battle him, good. Let's put a big expunger into the deck. Can block a lot. I will draw a little bit. Not what I was looking for there. Didn't play expunger because he's intangible. Shackles is good. Rush down, good. Thinking ahead, put a card back. That is pretty good for next turn since he will be intangible. I'll enter Calm this turn too. We want to be able to defend ourselves next turn. Wallop actually horrible here because he's intangible. And here's the big question. He's not attacking. Let's go into Wrath. And hit this guy real hard next turn. That big 1 damage. If that 1 damage is the difference, though, you guys... Yeah. You all see, I promise you. You all see. Yeah, and I think we win this fight. Birdface Urn. Whenever you play a power, heal 2 HP. We do play some powers. End the turn in Calm and get block. Gain 9 block with Sanctity, though. If the last card plays a skill, draw 2. Both of these kind of answer the mail for what I was looking for. I don't think we've had Sanctity yet, so let's try that. 10 damage incoming. Draw 2. Don't want Eruption this turn. I will defend. Battle him. Battle him. That does heal 4 HP. Put an Insight into the deck. And I'll hold the Conjure for now. Guys, when did Halloween starting on, like, August 31st? We went to the store the other day, and my wife goes, oh, I want to start getting, like, Halloween decorations. And I was like, are you kidding? Like, it's summer. Like, it's in the middle of this. So the pool is open. We were just at the pool. But I was dead wrong. I could not believe it. I think I want to scroll here. Yeah, every store we went to, I mean, they were fully loaded with Halloween stuff. It was crazy. I feel like we need to calm down in starting holidays 2 to 3 months in advance. Like, if I see Christmas stuff at the store on October, like, 25th, that was not a good decision, I don't think. 22 is a little better. Yeah, but if I start seeing Christmas stuff, I mean, October, late October, I'm not going to be a happy camper. Something about that bothers me. It just seems out of place. The Writhing Mass continues to be my least favorite enemy probably in the game. This is, like, come on, guys. This fight sucks. Too many bad things happen here. I really don't want to curse. Like, 1 floor before the top of the spire. I'll enter Calm, I think. 30 damage. Oh, boy. Oh, by the way, like, we can't go into Calm here. So, yeah. That's so risky that I think I'll actually hit him. 22 is acceptable. And kind of works out okay for us. We lose Eruption, though. 30 again. Man. Guy just feels the need to be difficult. 15. Can defend, and I'm thinking Simmering Fury will cut it here. We can rest. X+1. It's not enough. Not enough to put it in the draw pile. Okay, so we get Halt. It's a lot of block. We get the Shackles. Zero by 3. I think we go ahead and just let that happen. Let's get a big expunger into the draw pile. And let's stop this turn there before things get worse. We do not get the expunger, though. And they have 96 damage incoming. What? We're good, but that's scary. Entropic Brew. I think this is the second run in a row we've gotten Entropic Brew right before the last floor. The enemy intense. Fear No Evil's a good card. I don't think we need it at this point. I'm like so confident in this deck right now. I'm gonna rest and like see if we can get something else. Guaranteed Calm might come in handy. Game block Scry 5. That's pretty good too. Gosh, I think all three of these could come in handy. I'm gonna take the on-demand Calm in case I really screw something up. And you know, that's not really in general when you're playing games and, you know, competing and things. You don't want to plan on yourself royally screwing something up. But I also know myself, and I don't think I need the miracle here. We actually can draw it though. And this is, again, this becomes that fight where you like want to be careful playing your powers. Not saying you never play them. I kind of wish I had gotten Establishment out there. But, that's okay. You have to get the smites, though. I think that's non-negotiable. Let's Master Reality. We're giving this guy some decent strength. I'm not going to play Rushdown. I think that's a step too far. We need to start whittling down the cultists. That is step 1. We can play a free skill here, too. I'm going to do it. Third Eye, I think, is good enough. We scry. Not going to play the second Battle Hymn, that's for sure. Free block is okay. Dark Shackles. I'm going to get rid of the Empty Fist. Let's do that. Yeah. We block most of this. We will get Centennial to pop here. Yeah, this is why you want to get Dark Shackles. I'm going to smite. Let's finish that thought first. Dark Shackles, so many use cases, but a lot of good enemies in Slay the Spire tend to hit you with attacks more than once, and strength reduction really fixes that problem. So I'm happy to have it. Should have Bowling Bash first. Another misplay there. But, you know, overall, we're getting the smites. We can start hitting this guy. Expunger is good for us for sure. Let's start by finishing off the cultists. So that part of the issue is done. I will protect to block most of this. I will hold Dark Shackles, though. I'm not sure we want to burn Dark Shackles on a non-big attack. 9 block and draw seems good enough here. We need to start hitting this guy. I will empty stance to gain the energy. Smite him. Vigilance. I'm tempted to play the other Battle Hymn to start taking this guy out quicker. We do have a guaranteed way into calm, so Simmering Fury, I think, is good enough. Let's see what happens with that first. Okay. 16 by 4. However, we hit him with a Wallop. Do a ton of damage with that, right? Some good block. I think you do a big Smite. I could Tranquility Eruption. Or I could just Eruption first. Or we could draw. Or we could play Conjure Blade. Let's go into... So 16 by 4 will be 32 damage. We'll take a little. Or we could Vigilance. And control our next turn. I'm not going to take the powers. We haven't found a way to get Conjure Blade out there yet, which is getting a little concerning. Okay. Block with some draw. Halt. I think we need to get Conjure Blade out there. We got to do it. So we get to 4 energy. I'm going to eat a little more damage at our own peril to play a better Expunger. I'm still... I think you hold Dark Shackles. If we get into an extremely bad situation, I'll play the Power Potion, then play Entropic. 22 again. Some Expungers coming around. You gotta play 16 times 5. I think the setup is there now. I think we have a chance. Not a perfect run, but not terrible. This is getting a little scary. To the point where I might be willing to play Tranquility and Empty Fist to get the energy. Let's cut through Fate to start. I think we went Simmering Fury. Simmering Fury. I'm gonna go for it. Gosh, tough one, tough one. Let's see, if we play Protect, we'll take some damage, but a lot less. We can Wallop and do some damage and take less. Or we can Tranquility, Empty Fist, and play more. And then we're looking at a big damage on the following turn, but might get stuck in Wrath in that situation. I'll play the biggest block we can and call it there. Okay. 32 by 5. That's pretty good. It's so good, in fact. Meditate adds a card's back into our hand. I will play Battle Hymn. Powers heal us. We meditate to go into Calm. We get 2 cards. Rushdown and Expunger seem right to me. End our turn. 42 is a lot. But we can play more powers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we can play 1 more power. Yeah, let's get Establishment out there for some more healing. Let's Entropic. A big upgrade turn. Or we can redraw. I will play both defend pluses. I will redraw some of this. I will redraw. You're going to think I'm crazy. I'm going to redraw. We know what we're going to get for the most part. I think all of these are good. Conjure Blade, probably the worst. Vigilance is fine. Evaluate is fine. Dark Shackles is fine. And frankly, I don't think we want to see these next turn. In fact, no, 16 times 5 is a lot, though. I want to try to play that if we can. Okay, that's pretty good. 33. Can get 8 more. Or I can get 6 more and play the Expunger. Take 11 damage. We are going to draw more next turn, though. One big turn, and we're back in business. $12 times 3. That might be the end. We do not have a way to mitigate that too much. We can draw 2, but I think we want to play defend first to draw, make sure we have the space. Maybe not quite the end. So that's 36. Right now we don't have enough, but we can Eruption, get energy, and then play Vigilance. We get Rushdown too. We can also upgrade all of these, and I think you have to do it here. So now that's 12 block. Okay. Not an obvious way to go back into Calm next turn. We can exit our stance, though. Get a little more energy. Okay, the stance is popping. Full block. I'm a little hesitant to play Simmering Fury. I think we play Establishment just so we don't draw it again. We get the heal. We have no obvious way to get back into Calm. Yeah, that seems false. Okay. No reason not to throw this last potion. We can block 13. Not bad. I think we're gonna make it. These will be 0, and that will be enough. That was a suboptimal fight. I'm gonna tell you that. No holds barred self-criticism here. That was that could have gone better. But we made it happen, and that's part of Slay the Spire, making something happen when you make some mental mistakes. Good win. And that means we are on Ascension 2 for every character. Ascension unlocked. A new unlock. Didn't quite make it to the next one, but pretty close. Foreign influence. Attacks of any color. Alpha, Beta, and Omega, I think is the third one. Mental Fortress. And this is this would have helped us out here. Whenever you change stances game block, you can really scheme this one. Let's proceed. But the win streak stays alive. So far, I'll have to check. I'm keeping track on a little spreadsheet, but I think I have only lost 2. You know, granted, we're only on Ascension 2, but that's a victory. That's good. I'm proud of us. But hey, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, slap a like on it and hit that subscribe button. But hope you all have a great week. And until next time, I'll catch you all later. See ya.